Your spirit team wants you to take your time with this new beginning that they are guiding you through and to. Okay. This could be something very different from you, for you. Look, from you. This could be about accepting someone who is very different from you. 333 also came up in my meditation. Ow. No. Kind of burnt myself there. Now, you may have done something to accidentally hurt yourself. Okay, sending healing to any of that and clearing out, burning just the last little bit of our cinnamon stick, clearing out any blockages in abundance in your finances and your ability to believe in your capability of creating abundance and creating wealth. Today is the day after the full moon in Sagittarius. The moon is now in Capricorn as I'm recording this. So Sagittarius and Capricorn energy obviously can be significant for you. Cancer energy and Pisces energy can also be significant for you just with the moon. But I definitely was feeling the energy so heavy and have been fasting. I just heard a, do you hear that? There was like a car horn or a car alarm as confirmation to share this with you because I was just about to say, should I tell you? I've been fasting for the past 36, maybe 40 hours. And I do that normally on moon days, which has the spiritual significance of when I was born, the day of the week in which I was born. So if that's something that interests you, find the day of the week that you were born and fast from sun up to sundown. I only do water, but obviously, if you've never done that before, that can be a lot for you. Maybe pick one thing to fast on or to stop doing or not doing. Maximum accelerator is absolutely consuming nothing except for water and allowing spirit to get you through it, baby. But so yeah, so really quickly, just wanted to share what came through the collective meditation before this, along with that new beginning and that message to take your time. Yes, yesterday I was taking my time. So I posted yesterday, but it wasn't specifically a full moon reading. I think I might have recorded that maybe the day before or the day that I began fasting, but I needed to take time. I knew I was going to need to take time to rest, to reconnect, to focus on all of the changes that are coming to me in my life, huge blessings, huge transformation. And also just with what the collective is going through with everything that we're seeing in the legacy media, and maybe for you in social media. So I did just want to remind everyone to push beyond the illusion, right? There could be naysayers and there could be people telling you that what you believe to be true is not good enough and what you're focusing on is not real and is not good enough in this world. And you're being urged to be more practical about how you're attaining your purpose. And you know that you're walking in the divine light that has created you. Money is better thought of in the form of abundance. And it's not, I mean, if they get rid of the dollar and they get rid of promissory notes and currency as we know it, another currency will replace it, just like there was seashells and different barter and trade products that was used as tangible currency prior to the treasury system and all that good jazz. So obviously you see I have money here on my altar, so we all need it. And for the meantime, between time, it might be some small menial temporary thing that you're doing to fund your purpose, but as long as the intention is to get out the voice and the message and the support that you are supposed to be giving, coming from source energy, coming from your divine spirit team, however you get there. Obviously, you're watching tarot, so you are into divination or into this light language as it relates to God, Buddha, whatever your faith is. It's less about division and way more about unity and finding your spirit tribe and those who actually believe in you and don't talk shit about you behind your back Don't pretend to see your vision. And then if they, and if they're talking to someone else, or they're under a certain substance, or they're angry, now all of a sudden it's something different. Now all of a sudden it's, you're pathetic and you wouldn't be anything without me, and you're not doing anything, and you think what you're doing matters and it doesn't, that type of shit. Push that back onto those people, because that's what they're struggling with, right? They're struggling with being accepted. They're struggling with knowing their path. They're struggling with seeing the value of entirely walking in your purpose. And not everybody is going to have a 9 to 5. When God doesn't want you to work, when spirit doesn't want you to work, you will not work. Okay? I had a job. First of all, I had applied for a position, got hired for another one, told that the one that I got hired, I was told that the one that I got hired for would work me into the position that I originally applied for. While I'm in training, they hired somebody for the position that I applied for. When I asked why I wasn't considered to even interview for that position, I was told that my qualifications didn't match and I was being too much of a nuisance, and was ultimately fired. And all I did was inquire about why I couldn't have what I initially set out to receive, and holding my boundary of what I know I deserved. And to be subjugated to what someone felt I deserved and how they felt I should go about it, that's not in my nature, for one. For two, this job was a means to an end. This isn't my end all be all. You're not going to get me to yield to what you feel I deserve when I know that I'm being led by a greater power. And I left the job. Simultaneously, I was also having really a lot of success. 11:11 could be significant. It's 11:11. I just saw on the clock. I was having a lot of success in building my platforms and reaching people with my voice. Shout out to Hipsy. Welcome to Pink Tropi Media Group, by the way. I mean, Pink Tropi Media TV, okay? Ooh, if you are interested in a personal or private reading, that information is below. But I did just want to share this message. I was definitely led to share this message with whoever is watching this video right now. And obviously, I'll do a timestamp so that everyone can just kind of fast forward. If all they needed to see was a reading, 9999 could be significant, which speaks about introspection to self, worrying less about what others are saying, perceiving of you, thinking of you, and focusing on what you know your purpose is. You were placed here for a divine purpose. Are you focusing on that? Or are you focusing about what people will say, what people will think? And again, if you are an empath, you will feel that. But if you were designed to feel other people's feelings and also simultaneously designed to push your purpose and your agenda and be brave enough to follow your dreams and brave enough to step into who you are, then you're brave enough to balance both and to sort your way through all. So just wanted to share that. Now, this is going to be your moon, your full moon message here from, I think it's the moon of the Oracle deck. Yeah. So the strawberry full moon, again, was speaking about all of that, speaking about focusing on your faith and your vision, no matter who says anything about it. It can be your very own family. Oftentimes it is. Oftentimes you're born into your family as the black sheep or the one who's crazy or all of that, because they're supposed to be there to agitate you into your purpose. They'll also be there front row when you reach it, to watch you be a demonstration of what it looks like to follow your path and to follow your dream and your vision, right? So let's see what message we have from the Moon Oracle deck here. Moon message for the collective. Ooh. Yep. What did I just say? Focus. You can also see that her eyes are closed, which in the tarot, oracle, just spirituality meanings, divination, that means to follow your intuition. There's also a butterfly located in the center of her forehead where the pineal gland is located. Butterflies spiritually speak about transformation. You could be seeing beautiful butterflies like this. I mean, it is spring. Butterflies could be significant to you. Blue and green is also significant. So that speaks to me about the throat chakra and the heart chakra. And speaking the truth from your heart, no matter who has anything to say about it, fuck them people. Them people aren't walking in their faith. That's the only reason why they have something to say about what you're doing, trying to nitpick and analyze what you're doing because they ain't doing shit with theirs. They're following behind what everybody else is doing. She's also submerged in water up until her eyes, meaning that she cannot breathe, right? So there is a level of freedom in space that you are sacrificing in order to tap in. Again, we were just speaking about fasting and only drinking water. So that absolutely can be significant. 1010 was just on the timer. This is also the number 14. That could be the day of the month that you were born. It does reduce down to the number 5. That also could be the day of the month that you were born or a life path number. May could have been significant for you as well. Trust. Exactly. Trust in your vision, in your desires, in your spirit team. There's also like a transparent egg here that does represent like springtime, fertility, something being born, waiting to be born. There's also a duck here with a nest. So there could be a nest egg that you're focusing on, something that you know is coming to you, something that you've been putting your heart, energy, pride into, and you are being asked to trust that it is going to be born. That's also the number 32. That could be an age for you, and it reduces down to what? 5. So again, 555 could be significant for you, but this is the energy at the bottom of the deck, the energy that we do not see coming or need some type of spiritual confirmation about. And so there is a nest egg. There is something that you've been focusing on. Children could be significant, but it's looking like a project or something that you birthed, right? It could be a dream that you've had since you were a child. There were two geese there, though, a mother and a father. So there could be something there about parenting, parenthood. You could be working with a teammate. I just heard a double horn honk as a confirmation there from the cars. You could be saving up for a car. There could be something about travel. Wow, that was, guys. First of all, that was quick. Second of all, it's 4 of them. Not going to be able to take all 4. But because this one keeps coming out for me by the book, I'm going to go ahead and. Nope, they're telling me to take this one, All That Glitters. I was going to say I'm going to go ahead and put that one up. But all that glitters is not gold. There could be people wearing masks around you, again, pretending to believe in you, pretending to understand your faith in your power. And they do not. They actually just want to assign themselves to it so that they can feel powerful based on what you're willing to do for yourself. There's something here about going by the book or going against the grain. And then milk and honey. Absolutely. The number 51, which I love this card, was in reverse. And that message is going to speak about seeing the sweetness and seeing the balance in life, right? It could be hard right now because, again, no one believes in you yet because they're believing in a dying paradigm and they can feel it. They can feel the stress and the worry and the anxiety and the fear and the fakeness. And they don't know how to save themselves from it because they're not doing the internal work with the focusing and trusting. And then there's a not for you card, which also was in reverse. And again, that's speaking to that knowing what is for you, right? Knowing what's not for you based on what everyone else has to say. I'm going to do the all that glitters because I feel like these two cards are giving the same like color energy there. Okay. That's also the number 16, which reduces down to the number 7. We have 6, 6 with 51 and 6. It could be a life path 6. June could be significant for you. The 11th of June, that full moon could have been significant for you in opening up your vision to what's possible for you. And again, there's something here about like mom, dad, kid. 1411 could be significant for you as well, which is also the number 7. You could be seeing 777. You could be seeing 666. I'm going to put that off camera, but at the bottom of the deck, wow. Wow, we have loyal heart. Absolutely. Don't you give up on your dream. Be very, very loyal to your spirit team, your inner vision, and why you know that you're put here on earth. Get serious about it. And then, of course, for some of you, there could be a relationship, right? There could be a spiritual union here. The number 35 could be significant. That could be an age. It does reduce down to the number 8. August could be significant. That could be a life path number. That could also be the day of the month that you were born, okay? Being told to grab this deck, my good old faithful handy dandy deck. There's a 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. If you are on Twitter, feel free to follow me at Love Scorp, Pink Scorp Tarot. What? Pink Scorp Tarot. I don't know who Tarot is, but that could be significant. That could be someone's name. Ontario. I just got that. I don't know. Isn't that Canada? I think there's a city in California. It's Ontario as well. So yeah, focusing on self here. Let's see. What is the most that you need to know? It is still imbued with the full moon, the strawberry moon energy here. So let's see what comes out for you. I've been speaking so long, I don't know that I'm going to shuffle. I think I'll just pull. I mean, it's actually not about time frame. I'm just being pulled to pull. I'm being told to pull. So let's see. Yep, there's a Queen of Swords in reverse here as what is being hidden from you. That is someone who, I mean, she's a gossiper. She's a jealous person here. That is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. The Queen of Swords upright speaks about gaining clarity for the first time. In reverse, again, she's blocked from her intuition. She's jealous. She's spying on you. She's telling people and talking shit about you. And again, that came up. 7 of Pentacles is what you need to know right now as you watch this reading, which does speak about reviewing and needing a redirection. And it is in Pentacle energy. So it could be like, is this worth what I've put into it? What have I been putting my energy into, right? What is my purpose? The Devil in reverse is what is coming towards you here does speak about overcoming addiction. That's come up a lot in the personal readings I've done as well. Capricorn energy can be significant. There could be something about last Capricorn season, or you obviously could have Capricorn in your chart. But this, upright talks about toxicity, shadow energy that we're not addressing, our addictions, our habits, our lustful desires. In reverse, that means we're coming out of that. Wow. And the good news about this message is this beautiful, beautiful Ace of Cups. Wowzers. That is a new love offer. That could be what this Queen of Swords is fucking jealous about with her hating ass. The Queen of Swords can also be, someone who is bitter for being abandoned or left. 1122 could be significant. I want to look that up as an angel number. November 22nd could have been significant. And then we have the Hanged Man as your advice. Pisces energy could be significant. Again, coming out of this addiction or this mindset, you really may be at a crossroads, right? You may be thinking about what it is that is your purpose, how to move forward after the betrayal and the fakeness that someone was showing. Either you or the person that's in your energy or people that's in your energy, whoever the fuck this Queen of Swords is, who's hidden from you, we are definitely going to find out who that is. But the Hangman speaks about waiting for a divine inspiration. Yeah, there's a 7 of Wands clarifying this Queen of Swords in reverse. It's very much giving fuck the haters. It's very much giving, yes, there was some formidable competition here. Again, people who want you to do things by the book. People who want you to feel like your purpose is not for you. That's probably what they're talking about. Yeah, this person think they know this and that. Who the fuck do they think they are? And But they're hiding it from you though, blocked from being able to affect you. And then there's the 9 of Pentacles here. Interesting. That is about receiving. Hold on, y'all. Look at her. This card speaks about receiving all that is you worked for. You see that she's chilling at home naked. Okay, 1919. She's also drinking a glass of wine, if you can see that. But on the traditional 9 of Pentacles, it is a middle-aged woman in a vineyard. And the grapes that she's growing, could be tomatoes or grapes, I've seen it, but the original one is grapes, which is why there's wine here, right? The grape speaks about something that takes a long time. So you could have been following this dream and this vision, and it hasn't, again, quite panned out yet. Remember, we had that trust card with the nest egg? And that's what people are talking about, right? That's what the haters are saying. Oh, they always saying they're going to do this. They've been saying they're going to do this, this, that, and the third, and why it ain't happened yet. Where they at with it, though? They always say they going to do this, that, and the third, and then what? They don't do shit. Yeah, some hating ass energy. Hierophant can be significant, and that is what is clarifying the devil. Some of you could be stepping into a more spiritual path to get over this addiction or to get over this toxic energy that either was there last Capricorn season or is a fucking Capricorn. Hierophant is Taurus energy, but it can also be Aries energy. So that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or the time frame of the year. Six of Pentacles, clarifying that Ace of Cups. You are receiving a gift, a lump sum, an inheritance. That money, that Nine of Pentacles, because we have Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. That is hopping over the Eight of Pentacles. So yes, this skill that you have been mastering and focusing on is about to bring you a new overflowing offer. The Ace of Cups can speak about love, but it can also speak about self love. It can also speak about choosing yourself and knowing that there's a new beginning in how you see yourself. Seven of Cups in reverse ends out the reading, but clarifies the Hangman. And Aquarius moon can be significant here. I think, no, that's Scorpio Venus, actually. But Aquarius moon and Scorpio Venus could be significant there. But it being in reverse, the Seven of Cups says that you are clear about your options. You are clear about the things in front of you, right? Because upright, it talks about illusions and not knowing what you want and not being able to make a choice. Wow. And there's a Knight of Wands that's right underneath that I'm actually going to take, because the Knight of Wands is a messenger, but speaks about a new adventure, speaks about being excited about what is to come, no matter what anyone has to say. Wand energy is our action and our behavior and our creativity and our desires. It is not quite a king or a queen, but again, that's this card here, I feel. This is something incubating. It's still new. It hasn't quite happened yet. 2222 could be significant, as that was just on the timer. Give me the overall energy of this message, please. Ooh, well. As I was saying, the Queen of Wands wasn't there, but yes, she is. And that's the overall energy. The King of Wands came up in your spiritual advice for this reading. So it's like, keep going. The Queen of Wands, let me just show you her again, because I love her on this card, on this deck. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, and or season. She has candles on her head, which signify that she is tapped into the divine. She's creative, and look, her eyes are also closed, just like the first card in the reading with the focus, meaning she follows her intuition. She does not give a fuck what anyone has to say about what she's doing, because she knows that she's being channeled through and used as a vessel for the divine. She also has the moon cycle on her throat. And with this Hierophant, again, there could be something here about being a spiritual leader. It is going straight down the middle of the reading. Overcoming obstacles with the lion paws. And then there is a death in reverse with her. That is Scorpio energy, but it does speak about an ending that maybe someone doesn't want to happen, a transformation and a rebirth that someone is trying to stop. Could it be this hate mask Queen of Swords in reverse? We'll absolutely see. Now that, oh God, at the beginning of, at the bottom of the deck, there is a new beginning, an Ace of Pentacles. There is a job offer, a proposal, a new seed in your munyan, in your money. This is a very good card. Wow. You got an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles here. Ace of Cups actually came out, but the Ace of Pentacles is showing at the bottom of the deck. I'm being told to use this deck to clarify. Wow. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck there. Again, something has you sad about it not working out, but you know that it's not for you anymore. That's really what the sadness is. And with that death card in reverse, it's almost like you didn't want this to happen, or someone in your energy didn't want this to happen for you. I mean, it's hard to imagine that someone is absolutely like crying at the thought of you succeeding. But there is two queens here, and one of them is in reverse. One of them is very much in her shadow energy. Now, two queens for me normally means some female friends or female coworkers that are putting in a good word for you or speaking highly about you. That Queen of Swords, though, is not that. So let's start there. Let's see what the fuck is her problem. Hating ass. Someone who feels like they're better than you or know more than you, trying to hold you back. Ridiculous, actually. Clarify this Queen of Swords, please. Okay, so Seven of Cups is here. I couldn't really determine if it came out upright or in reverse, but I'm being guided to look at it upright, especially because you have the Seven of Cups in reverse here as your spiritual advice. So there was someone who, again, could have been wearing a mask, is disillusioned by their emotions. Yep, Two of Cups is right here. Interesting. There's something new coming in here for you. A new project, a new partnership, some type of harmony here. Fish can also be significant. I mean, that's obviously Pisces, but you could be seeing fish, goldfish, zebrafish. Yep. And there's the Fool. And, oh my God, and the Chariot. Okay. See if I can get all three of them. And the Six of Wands, which I don't know that I can. So let me just show you this by itself. The Six of Wands speaks about a public victory. She also has a star on her head and a halo of what looks to be makeup lights, you know, like when actors go back there into their dressing room. Oh, there is someone who was talking shit about your vision. 7, 8, 9. And your wishes are coming true. You might have to move for this. You might have to take a leap of faith for this with the Chariot. Again, Cancer energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and their Venus or season could be significant here. Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands is big. You are going to overcome this hate, this hator, this group of hators. They didn't want you to transform because they're dealing with depression and anxiety and worry about their options and what is for them. That's that Seven of Cups for them. But with that Two of Cups, that's actually 9 cups, which is the wish fulfillment that I'm speaking about. Again, 9, really. Even though the 9 didn't come out, you have this 9 of Pentacles that speaks about reaping the benefits of your hard work and your rewards. Stay focused. Wow. The Fool, the Chariot, the Six of fucking Wands. There is something huge coming that is going to be very much seen in the public eye or by people that you work with. Clarify this Ace of Cups and Six of Pentacles. Look, I'm nosy. Oh, okay. As I'm saying I'm nosy, I closed my eyes and then these flopped out. Now, mind you, this is the Ace of Cups in this deck. And technically, it flopped out reverse. But when a card shows out twice in the upright and the inverse position, for me, that really just means that you have overcome the shadow aspect of the card. So you've dumped out your love for wine, is what I'm hearing, but your emotions that you were holding for towards something. Yes, Empress energy. Look at that. You're being led by the divine, led by the cosmos. That is divine feminine energy. That's in nothing but receiving mode. The Empress doesn't do anything but sit there and allow the universe to create her throne, the universe to create her wealth, abundance. She's done the work. She doesn't need to do anything. Yep, death card, Scorpio energy. I was going to say, Empress is Libra, Taurus, and Scorpio for me. Season, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, you know what I say. When they come out twice or thrice, That's the universe saying, I said what I said. Whoa, you're about to receive some type of big payout, some type of huge offer. This is another thing I wanted to point out in this Seven of Pentacles in this deck. You see this little fairy here chilling? She literally is almost in the same position as this one here, right? Chilling. This could be you chilling at home. That's why they mad. Because you figured out a way to step into your empresshood because you know that your creator and the universe will provide for you. That's that Hierophant energy. You are a spiritual leader. You have overcome all the toxicity and the shadow energy. You've been through some shit now. Don't get it twisted. You done been through it. But people don't see that when they see you now. All they see is the beauty that you stand within. So they think that you ain't doing shit for it. They show is about to find out. Look at that. That's the King of Wands. Huh. The King of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. That's essentially the Knight, Queen, and King. There is something here about an adventure with a fire sign or during a season of a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, that is coming towards you to give you this offer that you have followed your intuition and focused on, and you knew you were going to receive it with the Ace of Pentacles. Here's your confirmation. Whoa, the Lover's card is right underneath it. You got a decision to make in love. And it feels like this could be between, I mean, it is divinely guided, but it feels like it could be between maybe like family, religion, tradition. There could be some toxic people in your family, right? With this all that glitters, all they're focused on is being a part of this society. And this society is dying. This society is oppressive. This society is not real. And you are the demonstration. You are the demonstration of what is real. I know that's right. Okay, let me not make this too incredibly long. Clarify the Devil in reverse and the Hierophant, please. Queen of Pentacle. My. There's that third queen, by the way. There's that gossip, deceit. Somebody's being underhanded in how they talk about you and talk to you. Fucking liars, bro. People who pretend to understand and they fucking don't because they hate themselves. But guess what? The Queen of Pentacles is all resourceful. She knows how to regenerate to create her own abundance. She can walk away from the toxicity. She can even do the status quo thing, but she becomes a spiritual leader and gets paid for that. Yes, Ace of Swords. That is the truth. Yep, you are seeing clearly now. Wow. Come on, y'all. With the world right underneath it, there is an overwhelming accomplishment, an overwhelming success. 333, again, could be significant for you. You could be seeing that. If you do that as confirmation that this is your message, this could be coming, I guess, in Taurus or Aries season, or this could have been something that you started receiving a vision for. Oh, I'm sorry, that's actually not the Ace of Swords. That's the Page of Swords. So there's someone who's watching you online. You could get paid to watch online, but again, don't sleep on what I'm saying because you could be delivering the truth here, right? With the Ace. I mean, the Page is higher than the Ace. Let's get into it. The Page becomes the Queen. So this Queen of Swords could be watching you. Again, pages are like messages, children. This could be something about your child. Again, having a child with the Empress energy here and the Ace of Cups. Wow, some of you could be having a child. That's pretty intense. I feel like that's really it, though. Yeah, Ten of Wands again. This is going to be overwhelming. Yeah, I really feel like that's really the end here. I didn't bring my runes, but I did bring the home rune. And I say bring, like I can't just go to the other room and grab it. But I don't want this to be too long. So let's see. Really quickly, only a few. They are slowly making their way towards you. Yeah, whoever this King of Wands is, this person who finds you incredibly beautiful but is also like well known and popular, they're coming towards you to bring you this offer. So is a new car, one that you've been wanting from the past. They were both in reverse. So the slowly making their way towards you is actually fast as fuck, especially with the Knight of Wands. Now, you might have thought this person was a fuckboy in the past, or maybe they were. A new car is coming. You did have the Chariot as well, didn't you? Yeah, the Chariot. White van. Whenever you see a white van, that's a reminder to have a positive attitude about whatever's happening, whatever you're thinking at the time. They dream about you every night. Oh my. I told you there's a decision coming in love. I actually don't see two kings or anything. I do see two queens. So for some of you, I actually see three and an empress. So you are being given an opportunity. I told you there's a huge opportunity and success that is coming towards you for the world to see. Yeah, there was someone who was toxic in your past. Something, some group of people, these haters in addiction with that devil card that you're getting over. I think you are so smart. This is what this person who dreams about you every night says or thinks. I cannot decide. I feel like that's going to be you. I literally am seeing someone say, you say, you can't decide if you want to move, leave. You don't know how to accept this offer. Yeah. There's Capricorn energy again, and it was in reverse, just like this devil card. Could be a Capricorn from your past. God bless you. Because baby, who was pretending to be single in the past, they could not decide in the past. Fucking ill, right? Or this could have been something that happened during Capricorn season. You could have Capricorn obviously in your chart. No offense to the Capricorns, just really not my thing. August. This could be coming in August. A Leo could be significant. Yeah, someone was confused about who you were. Maybe you were confused about who you were or who you should choose. But there is a new opportunity coming. And there's a Honda. You could be driving that. You could be seeing that as a confirmation. All right, so I'm going to end it there. I know it was a little long. Relax. Your career will be highly successful. You are being given an opportunity. It is quickly coming towards you. Please don't leave. Someone doesn't want you to go. Again, there's something here about like moving or some shit. This death card in reverse. Somebody doesn't want you to leave. Interesting. Your family is super goals. It was in reverse. So maybe you used to feel like that. Then you realize the motherfuckers was talking shit about you. Or someone from your past used to feel like that. Yeah. You are a boss, or a boss is coming towards you to give you this Ace of Pentacles, this overwhelming new stable offer. Beautiful. Yep, that is going to put 50 to 100K in your bank account. Claim it, accept it. Start imagining what you're going to do with it. Write down what you're going to do with it. Because, baby, you are not in debt. You owe nothing. And it was in reverse. So this is something that you've been stressing about. Again, you are being told to relax. Your career is going to be highly successful. You don't owe anything, especially if you didn't let everything fall to the wayside. You didn't let the phone get cut off, the car get taken, the apartment get taken, everything. You didn't release to receive. Baby, well, you don't owe shit spiritually for sure. And they only want you. I'm hearing this boss only wants you for whatever position this is. Okay, I also didn't grab the rooms. I will on the next video. Hopefully this message reached who it was supposed to reach. If you are interested in helping me get this message out to the collective, please, please, please like the video so that YouTube knows you give a fuck and want to see more and more people can hear this message. You also can subscribe if you love the way that I read or catch me on the next one. Peace.